The fact that the majority of the people in the world thinking that they can call prophecy, which is this book, these few books in these major religions. What if you keep coming back here until you put that energy into yourself? A lot of people damned. A lot of people gonna be keep coming back here because y'all can't really put that shit into yourself because what's presented to you is not you. That's artificial intel. You don't get it yet? You're a biotic being. When you become ill, they give you antibiotics. Is that killing you faster? This is script. So how can we make sense of this book that we use for everyday repetition? We can't. We can't. We can't. And you got all these fake niggas. I'm sorry. You got all these fake people. And I'm calling them fake because they ain't paying attention. They have cognitive dissonance. They don't want to see it for what it is. So they make up in their mind or what they was taught to look at it as such. Like the Bible, the book that it's going to help you live and accomplish and all. No, it's not, because it ain't helped me do none of that. And I done separated myself from it. When I watched one of my best friends get baptized, I didn't feel nothing. And then the pastor gonna walk up to me and say, you next, right? I said, nah, I'ma wait. Then I never did it, because I didn't feel nothing from it. And the people that feel something from it are really hungry for that attention of the entity called God. Think about it. You got people falling on the floor. You got people giving away all of their money, aka giving away all of their energy to these dudes with the 5013C business bill for that church you tithing into. So he paying with your money. He not paying with his. And guess where he learned it from? The government ordinance department. The government is giving you your orders. They don't care whether they are for you or not. Because these people ain't using the same thought process as our ancestors. Was when you make something, if it's doing anything negative to us, we don't need that shit. So that's why people can't fathom the points about old stories and how things even came about, because they don't know where shit come from, because they don't even go back to look. The past made the future, man. So if that's the case, all of this shit we seeing and we like, boy, we can't repeat that. Nigga will look back and see what they did to prevent it or not go through it. And we build up from there. People like to talk about solutions. Solutions don't happen in a day either. But guess what can happen in a day? we could come together and make our own um system of living, which is way more productive than this what we got going on today, because we gonna direct our energy to things it needs to be directed to. Only reason these people getting away with what they getting away with is because y'all paying attention. Niggas talk about Kodak. Y'all niggas talk about niggas who ain't doing nothing for nobody but got the most money. They doing things for the closest people next to them. That's cool and everything. But if you know what life is, the more you give, the more you will retain. And people don't know that simple fact but they do know it, but they do it in a way you'll question, like, man, because if you actually like show no, you know what I mean, no emotion towards what they did, or and you tell them too, like, bro, I appreciate it, and then you go the next day and do some shit, you can question and think like, well, damn, did he do that from the heart, or did he just do it? Nigga probably went and told him he did all of that shit today. Nigga lying. It's just weird. We got people in here doing that type of shit. It's the train of thought. Cause it's attention seeking. We never sought attention because of our appearance, how we carry ourselves, how we conduct this energy. They like that, and they can't tell us like we really just loved y'all culture and we wanted to be from it. So we just had to scramble it up, because every culture on the plane's cosmology is mixed into these books: the Torah, Quran, Bible, Septuagint. They got these old stories is repeating themselves, and people like, well, these must be the prophets because they're writing things and this happened. No, you plan, but you can only plan so far as what they don't get, because I know some of their plans have been usurped and they had to compromise and then still keep the evil eye showing, because that's easy. Now, accepting what you done been doing and humility, at that point, you gotta think like, what type of person is this? When we speaking to people, we can see their perceptions on how they think. Because if you present something that makes sense and they can't see it, you know they out of touch. Literally, it's like a disconnect. Because we connected through axons, tubes, um, these these cords of energy, like the mycelium in the dirt. They changing the structure of things, putting plans into play for the fungus, and different phases are playing a part in this. And if that's the case, the damn mushroom might as well look at the mycelium as God. But do you think in the way these smaller organisms communicate, it's calling it that? Hell no. We the supreme, we the supreme sources, because we can do whatever we want to do. You got 5 hands, 5 fingers, 2 hands to grab and hold shit. Right. Do all type of shit. Your feet too. They was made. They could have been made. Man, y'all. It's just the specificity. It's the speciality. I just made that up. The It's just beauty, man. This shit is beauty, and the script is degrading the beauty of the world. Niggas saying stupid shit all day. The world is fucked up. We let it get fucked up. Shit, persuasion. People being persuaded is deep. It's real. Hence, that's why people think reading books is what they what's gonna help them get to, I don't know, a higher plane or whatever. It ain't. That shit just, like I said, you gotta know what's valuable and what's not valuable. Like, you taking in information, shit just rotting in that space in your brain, like, because it's useless. It's shit that you can't even use. Everything I read up on, I can use today, and them people will come try to fuck me up for it. They'll try to shut out everything for it. Coincidences, quote unquote, will start happening when there isn't any. You can just say it's evil motherfuckers out here that's stopping people from living. That's simple to see. That's what insurance is. House note, car note, all of that shit. That's what that is. So if you can't, if you ain't up on game with the scripts, and you think just because, okay, I'm gonna put a plan, do this, you wasted hella time. And in 5 years, you paying a car note, and you just wasted hella years on your life paying a house note, car, insurance, cause you just working for that shit. You ain't putting that energy into the parts of your body where it need to go, so you can really quit dealing with these people that's confused. Really, they not even confused people. They just evil. They know what they doing. They know what they worshiping something different than what they giving the masses, which I really don't know. It's reverse. They worship the great mother while they give y'all a man. And they know the arguments for that. But until you start seeing, they gonna just keep doing whatever to you. Human trafficking, taxing you. I bet people don't even know taxes started with food, and then it went to people. This is free food we growing out of the ground. Them niggas came put tax on it. It's where the $5 Indians come into play. They talk a lot about the $5. I mean, the Indians in the script, which is us. In that, oh man, this is why I can't believe people don't pay attention to what they do actually. Cause you handling business and all of that shit's fake, bro. That shit fake. Biz ain't what it is. I don't I don't want to be busy to keep me from myself. I want to do what keep me busy while I'm exploring myself. I'm doing things in the midst of exploration of different characteristics about myself. Do that make sense? I don't need a God to do this. Now I needed my mother and father for guidance. Fuck what I say, a man is ruling my whole universe when these niggas can't even figure out barely how to tie their shoes. But that's enough ranting on the script. I got more, but I'm gonna keep them for the future videos. All right, I got you. Y'all heard him. I gotta tend to the duties. Pee down. Hey, quit following the script. Write your own script, and don't let nobody read it. Just, just take off on it. Watch him start saying he must believe and got faith and nah, I got potential. I can see. I can see what you can't, and that's the killer.